Alright, hello everyone, this is gonna be a quick video. I just want to talk about the mastery leveling, right? As many of you know, I got to 200 last week, or better saying this week, on the weapons. I want to talk a little bit about how you can grind them and my tips and tricks. You probably already heard most of them around, but I do want to put my intake on it as I finally finish this grind. The first thing that you do have to take notes is that I have everything at a decent level, 80, because on the old system that the master level was 20, the max, I grinded everything to 20 before the new system, so everything went from 20 to 80 on the conversion. So I started with every single master on the 80, then I put my staff on 90, and then I grinded my dagger and my one for 200. So that's what I did mostly. Now, the way I did it's quite simple. I just always I never let my Absol token limit reach over 40k. And I did every single dungeon, tier 2 and tier 3 that I had daily without missing a single day, basically. Hey, Lucky from the future here. The server is on maintenance, so I cannot show anything. But I forgot about that, so I'm going to talk about here now. You can also do your Amateur expeditions to get Absol points. You probably know that. If you want to really try hard and min-max, you can just grab the Absol expedition every hour and should rent you the most Absol points possible. But if you are just, lazy like me, just put 8 in 8 hours and should be fine. Or just do like every hour while you are playing, and then set up 8 hours when you go to sleep or log off or go to work or have a life, The other thing that I didn't talk about, but it's very important, you're probably not gonna get it, but I'm gonna talk about it. There's the Obsidian weapons. The Obsidian weapons, to get the Obsidian weapons, it's gonna give you 50% extra Solon and 50% extra Mastery bonus, which is huge, but most of the people that got it botting, and they just gave them a 3 days ban, that's about it. Didn't remove the weapons. Yeah, shame on you, AJS. But regardless, if you want to get it, the best way to get it right now is just not botting, of course. Just go there on the Black Anvil and murder a lot of dwarves. Like, I mean a lot, around 100,000 of them. And then you're gonna get your weapon. The other way to get Obsidian pieces is just doing your solo trials. Those give you sometimes 1 Obsidian or 2. I did all of those things and I have a whole total of 15. So I'm not even close to like 1/5 of the weapon. You can grind them slowly by doing your daily quest there. Some people have been doing that. I have been trying to do that, but I'm lazy. But that's one way. The other way that you can do, from what I know, is you can get a decent higher level of fishing, and you can fish for Obsidian stars, and you can get dissolve them to have a chance of getting Obsidian fragments. I heard a lot of people got like 10 an hour. I didn't do it, didn't check about it, but you can probably search another video talking about Obsidian weapons that go more in depth about it. I just wanted to talk about it because I think it's very relevant for this topic of this video. However, right now it's not the easiest to get, and mostly everyone that have it just bought it. So be careful about it and do your own research. I don't recommend botting for it, of course, but just be aware that exists. The other extra things that you can do is very simple. You can buy here the contract merchant the mystic keys daily. Those will give you the small portals, which give you 100 Absol tokens each, and the big one can give 500 tokens. Gives you 500 tokens, so that's one way that you can do it. The other way that you can do here, it's on the food. You never want to skip events that give you food that increase your mastery points, but also on the coin tab here. You never want to stop using golden apple pies, because golden apple pies give you the most mastery XP bonus and Absol contract token efficiency, which means you're going to end up being able to grind more Absol tokens. You can use the apricot pie if you want extra Solon, but it doesn't give you the Absol contract token efficiency, so you're losing on that. That's why you only use the golden apple pie or any event food buffs that have the token efficiency. The other thing that you can do, of course, is buy here weekly the Tidal Tower scrolls. It's gonna give you 3 scrolls, and those give mastery points. The other things that you can do that help you out is also the secret dungeons. You're gonna be doing, I'm quite sure the solo secret dungeons give you some mastery points, I'm pretty sure. But you're gonna be doing as well the Gate of Infinity, just because the under 3 minutes rewards also give you points, right? So you're gonna be doing those. Another thing you can be doing weekly is on this NPC here that uses your special resistance medals. You can use a mastery seal here. So this is also another way to get extra mastery points. Another important thing that you're going to be using with the food one grinding is your guild skill buffs. You always want to have the weapon mastery buff up on the level 3, which gives you 10%, or the Solent as well, or better saying both of them should be always up. Another thing that can help you a lot is going to be on Battle Pass, alright? On the Battle Pass, you're going to be getting the Mastery Report, which will give you 30% Mastery bonus in farming, and the Fruit as well if you want Solent. Another thing that you can always do is buy the Abyssal Contract token points here. I always try to max those in the Battle Pass, and then you can get either the Resistance or the extra token on dungeons. I usually just get the Abyssal points and the Resistance contracts because it gives some extra resources that I think it's worth it. You can buy it if you want with Lucent, but I don't recommend. I don't think it's worth it. I just buy the normal Battle Pass and buy those things. Another really important thing that you want to keep an eye for is your daily quests. Those give also mastery points and Abyssal contract points. That's mostly everything that you can do that is on your reach right now that comes to my mind. Another big thing that you can do is, not big, sorry, another extra thing that you can do is on the Ornate coins. You can get the Weapon Mastery if you want, but I don't recommend unless you already have everything else that you want. I think that's the most ways that you can get mastery points right now that comes to my mind, or Abyssal points. And the only other way that you can do, which is the way that I mostly did, is the Night Island chest. You can get Night Island chests when it's, well, night is every 2 hours, so it's 2 hours of day, then 30 minutes of night. During those 30 minutes of night, they're in Saradoma Island, in Shadow Crypt, and in Crimson Mansion, 3rd floor. You'll have chests that spawn every 5 minutes during the 3rd minute, so it's gonna be the first chest, the 5 minutes another chest. Those are gonna be the small chests. Then at the 10-minute mark, it's gonna spawn a medium chest. The 15-minute mark, another medium chest. The 20-minute mark is gonna spawn a large chest, and the 25 another large chest. So it's gonna be 2 chests that spawn per rotation. You're gonna have 6 rotations, which means it's around 12 chests. On those chests, depending on the size, is gonna vary the rewards that you get, the amount of it. But you can get something from Solon to coins for the tier 2, tier 1, and tier 3 loyalty, right? The loyalty coins and the spirit coins, if I'm not mistaken. You're gonna get the dungeon points itself, so you're gonna get tier 2 and tier 3 dungeon points that you can just use and then do the dungeons later. And you're gonna get Abyssal contracts directly. Sometimes you're just gonna get Abyssal contract points. And a lot of times, most of the times, you're just gonna get Solent, but regardless, it's very useful. The best way to get those chests, in my opinion, if you're by yourself, is just go on Saradoma or try to get Crimson Mansion, but I think Saradom is the best if you can get inside it before the night closes the teleport here. But the best way to get on those is either to be on the stronger guild, the ally guild of your server, or be in a stronger guild that contests those chests, or to have a static party. If you have a party of 6, you usually can contest chests in some off hours in different locations. For example, Saradoma Island, when I was playing mostly by myself, I was always sneaking chests there on tier 1 before tier 2, because I played mostly solo. Another thing that I do recommend is being nice. because you're gonna see a lot of times in off hours, or if there's broken parties of like the dominant alliance, if you're a nice guy or like you're not rude, a lot of times they can even invite you to get the chest if you ask. So you can just be like, hey, can you invite me to a party? And sometimes they're gonna invite you, so you can just grab chests with them, because it's the chest is shared with the party, in case you don't know. Sorry, I forgot to tell that, because some new players might not know. So sometimes they're just gonna invite you if there's no other guildmate or any alliance player, and you guys just can grab the chest with them. The other way that you can do mostly by yourself is playing with Dagger or something. For example, you play Dagger 1, but you can play Dagger Greatsword, which has a lot of dashes and mobility. You can just go and sneak in, because it's the chest spawns every 5 minutes, right? Like I said, and then it gets a bubble, and that bubble goes down, and you can grab the chest after that. They have kind of preset positions. So for example, on Saurodoma, the 5 minutes and the 10 minutes chest usually spawn around the outside of the Saurodoma cave, and one inside of the Saurodoma cave, usually on the beginning of the cave. Then the 15 minutes spawn, then the 50 minutes and the 20 minutes and the 25 and the 30 minutes always spawn one on top of the island on the second floor and one inside the island. They all have like pre-made places, so you can watch videos specifically about those chests, and you're probably gonna find more information about where they spawn. But that's mostly about it. The main thing is starting now. I'm sorry I recorded this a bit late, but I hope this helps. You just gotta grind through everything, and there's not really much more to talk about. Oh, actually, there's one extra detail. This is a table that someone made, Deity, I think is the name, a little bit ago, on the start of Tier 2, talking about locations and where to farm. Personally, I only farm Birken Manor because I think it's easier, and I think it's the most comfortable to farm by yourself or in a small party or in a random party. But if you have a very efficient party, I also like to farm Crimson B3 because I think it's the fastest, but it does need a very strong party with healers and, strong players overall. But that's basically it. I highly recommend farming on either Crimson B3 if you're stronger and have a stronger party, or just go Birken all the time because Birken is one of the best places. Always keep up your guild buffs, your food, and your books from the masteries of the Battle Pass. That's mostly it. You can also have Amitoys, but those are not very easy and doesn't matter that much, so you don't really... You can min-max by going after Amitoys collection, but I don't really think it's a must. That's kind of about it. I'm just telling at this point. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see ya!